Good day, grade 7 students. Welcome again to our School on Air class. This is Teacher Maricar Ribalde from Bamban National High School, always at the service for the Filipino learners. So our lesson for today is about raising sensible, challenging, thought-provoking questions in public forums or panel discussions. At the end of this lesson, you were expected to understand thought-provoking questions in public forums or panel discussion, formulate thought-provoking questions from an article, and create thought-provoking questions about topics that can be used in a public forum or panel discussion. We will use the module from the region written by Ma'am Jelly Marie and Daileg and the guide learning activity kit from the division written by Ma'am May M. Aligaro as a reference to our lesson. As they say, questions are the heart of discussions, and a great question will challenge you, sparking collaborative, thought-provoking class conversations that lead you to communicate with your peers. Before moving on to the next topic, let us have a review in the previous lesson as you exercise your skill in reading and reacting with what is asserted or expressed. The lines to be shown here are taken from the Living in a Digital Age by May M. Aligado. These are the asserted expressed statements. 1. Also, the Philippines tops the world when it comes to social media penetration. What's your reaction? Number 2, parents are concerned about their teens' online activity, and many are enforcing limits. What's your reaction? The answers here may vary because we have different views regarding this. Your reaction matters, so this time, please allow your English teachers to check your answers on that part as you submit your outputs to them during the retrieval schedule. So you are now ready for the next lesson. Take a deep breath and get ready for another learning adventure. Let us have an understanding about thought-provoking questions, public forum, and panel discussion. But before that, take a look at the example of questions. A. What makes Filipino teenagers different from other teenagers? B. Whom do these teenagers care for? C. Are you happy with how teenagers live nowadays? A sentence which asks for information is called an interrogative sentence. It is a sentence that states a question and requires a response. An interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. WH questions are examples of interrogatives. It begins with questions like what, who, when, where, why, and how. These questions require specific information. Therefore, thought-provoking question is a question in any sentence which has an interrogative form or function. Thought-provoking questions are questions that causes people to think deeply and meaningfully about a certain topic. These questions entail a serious conversation. For example, number 1, who do you sometimes compare yourself to? Number 2, if a doctor gave you 5 years to live, what would you try to accomplish? Then number 3, what does it mean to live a good life? However, what is your name? What is your favorite color? Or who is your favorite anime character? Do we consider them thought-provoking questions? No. Why? Because they don't actually require answers for you to think very deeply. Now, thought-provoking questions are important in public forums or panel discussions. A panel discussion, also known as modern conference, involves conversation between experts and thought leaders so that the audience can learn from their interaction. Public forum, also known as a public debate, involves pro side and one taking the negative or the con side, debating for a topic. These topics include controversial issues, mostly current events. So what are the similarities and differences of the two? For the panel discussion, experts share their ideas and opinions on certain topics for the audience to learn. Public forum, participants rebut their ideas and opinions on a certain topic for the audience to learn also. What about the differences? In panel discussion, the differences, everybody is equal. Both sides are on same footing. And in public forum, one side must win. So let's have now the activity in a sheet of paper. Put a check mark if the questions provoke a thought-provoking question or an idea, and a cross mark if they don't. For number 1, where are you going? Number 2, what are you most grateful for? Number 3, can you describe yourself in a 6-word sentence? Then number 4, what do you love most about yourself? Number 5, when is your birthday? Okay, time to reveal the answers. For number 1, cross. Number 2, check. Number 3, check. Number 4, check. And number 5, cross. Now, let us proceed to the final activity. Create thought-provoking questions out of these social concerns that can serve as topics for public forum or panel discussion. Letter A, the role of the family in the society. Number 1, a family is the basic unit of society. B, the life of the rich people. Number 1, people become rich because of their positive mindset, perseverance, and hard work. C, the challenge of the court hearing. The jury decide how the disagreement will be settled. Alright, time to reveal again the answers. The answers here may vary because we have different views regarding the social concerns. These are the sample answers anyway. For number 1, what is family? Number 2, why do people become rich? Then number 3, what is the role of the jury during a court meeting? So that's how you learn in creating thought-provoking questions about topics that can be used in a public forum or panel discussion in the new normal way. This may not be a perfect discussion, but I hope you learned something which you can use to study and answer the other exercises in your activity kit for you to practice more your skills in creating thought-provoking questions about topics that can be used in a public forum or panel discussion. Your teachers will wait for the outputs you will be submitting. Once again, this is your on-air teacher, Maricar Mencias Ribalde of Bamban National High School. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.